Good freaking morning, people. Big Red here. Thank you all for coming back to my Red Talk. Today is January 11th. It is Thursday. And it's a nipply one out here today. It is nice and early. Woke up this morning to go take a leak. Couldn't fall back asleep. So, had one of those mornings. But that's all right. We're up. We're at 'em. All right, we got our coffee going down. Get our drive in. It's gonna be a good day. It's gonna be a good day. But yeah, can't believe the weekend's already here. Doing the bridal expo this weekend with Dolce Bella. We got that. So we're gonna iron all that out today. Get that all done. Make sure we have everything. Make sure everything is good. And hope to absolutely crush it this weekend. So that's the plan there. Man. See, I was doing so good. I thought this cough was gone. I was doing so good. I don't know, it's starting to poke its head back a little bit, which is absolutely fucking annoying. I shouldn't be so surprised. This is like a yearly thing. So, I don't understand why I'm so angry about it. Like, I literally, every single year, cough from, like, November till March. It just is what it is. I've just accepted my fate with it, I think. And that's all it is. But just more annoying than anything. It's because I'm, like, not actually sick. Like, I wish I was actually sick, and this was what was happening, but I'm not. So that's just what irks me a little bit. But yeah, we got some big football to talk, so we're gonna get into that. Also, your boy needs a haircut in the worst possible way. I am coming up on homelessness looking here. It's really not good. But yeah, let's talk football. All right, yesterday, Nick Saban walked away, or stepped down, I should say, as coach of Alabama. Nick Saban has been there for God knows how many years. I think he's like 70-something years old. Yeah, stepped down from there. I think part of his reasoning is everything with NIL right now. So NIL, like the name, image, likeliness, allows the college players to get paid, essentially. Not essentially, that is what it is. So the NIL seems to be making it really tough to keep guys on a team, to keep like one team together. And what doesn't help with that also is the new rules for the transfer portal, which I'm iffy on. I don't really know too much. Oh, hope you got that. I don't really know too much about it. I don't know. Oh, fuck. Yeah, I don't really know the logistics behind how that works and how that's supposed to work. So it just seems to me like schools are now just buying kids to go and paying for them to go places, which, listen, I agree 10,000% that college athletes should be paid. All right, these guys make the school more money than the school would make ever, and I really think that them getting paid is a good thing, and that they deserve it. They are selling jerseys with their numbers on it. Like, they deserve to get paid. So I'm glad they are getting paid. And from what I see, some of these guys getting paid mighty nice. Like, I saw something. Who was it? Oh, the Manning on Texas. Right, the Manning on Texas, who is the backup quarterback to, he didn't even start, didn't play in the Final Four game. He didn't play one down, I don't think. And I saw something that said that he made more money this season than, I think it was 5 or 8 of the 8 current quarterbacks playing in the NFL. A backup college quarterback. Like, it's absurd. It's absolutely absurd. But part of me loves every minute of it. I love every second of that. That's awesome. Yes, he has the Manning name to him, and he is bloodline of the, you know, Manning family. So it all checks out. But, I mean, the kid's literally just getting paid because of what his last name is. Wild. Absolutely wild. But that's where they are. That's where they're at. That's, college football's turning into that. And I think what's really happening is like boosters that, just have infinity income are really just going to pay kids to go to their alum. You know, think about it, right? I'm a Miami Hurricanes fan. If I had billions of dollars at my disposal and these kids are allowed to take money, why wouldn't I try and pay, the best 15 guys in the country to go to Miami? I would, you know. If I could afford a fucking $15 million a season and give each of those kids $1 million for the season, 100%. Why not? Because I want my team to do good. It makes sense. But I think that's one of the main driving factors in Saban not really wanting to coach anymore. And it seems to me that he's been very vocal that he doesn't like what the NIL is causing. I think I don't know his exact quote, but I remember seeing something where he was like, he understands and likes the fact of what it's there to do. He goes, what he doesn't like is now it's like the NFL. Kids are back and forth. These guys, nobody's really staying in one spot. Can't keep a team together. That's the hardest thing is, with the transfer portal, these guys can go and play for USC one season, transfer in the spring, play for Notre Dame the next season, transfer in the spring. There's no, how are you going to build a team around that? And you can't. Whereas before it was like kind of a harder process to transfer. I never transferred. So I don't know the logistics of everything with that, but just from looking at it, you have guys like Bo Nix, right? Bo Nix was at 3 different schools and he's graduating now at like 26 years old, I think, because he had to. I think the rule was if you transferred in the spring, you had to sit out a season. Then you could go into spring ball, so you could do spring ball, fall season. It was either spring or a full year. I don't remember exactly what it was, but that was the ruling was somewhere along those lines, and that's why now it's like if you look at a lot of these guys, like quarterbacks especially, you have very few that are coming out of college that are actually, how old are you when you graduate college? 21, like that are actually 21, 22 years old. These guys are graduating college now. They're 25, 26. It's like, like it's kind of crazy. But, who knows? But I do think that was one of Saban's leading reasons for not wanting to do this anymore. Plus, he's been there for, God, so freaking long. And he's like 72 years old. His time's up. He's done. He's had enough. So now they're talking about, where he's going to go, if he's going to go someplace, or a lot of guys, like I was listening to the radio this morning, a lot of guys just think he's going to go straight on to ESPN radio or ESPN and just do some, analyst stuff, which would make the most sense, and he'd probably make pretty much the same amount of money. So why would he bother? But yeah, the college football thing is kind of crazy now. So these guys like all the guys at Colorado, those guys made so much money. It's like, college kids riding in fucking Rolls Royces and stuff. Like, what? Where does that happen? Diamonded out fucking watches and just crazy shit. And it's an interesting time to watch, to be honest. Very it's a very weird place right now. Yeah, so Nick Saban is done. Bill Belichick is done, all right? As a Jet fan, finally, we get that guy out of here. See you later. His last game as Patriots head coach, loses to the Jets. Suck on that one, Bill. Fucking loser. God. I hate Bill Belichick. Bill Belichick and Tom Brady. The two most people I hate in the world, I think. Solely because they're, because of the Patriot run. That's the only real reason why. Yeah, so that I think I heard Pete Carroll too is done at Seattle, which is interesting. I didn't think that. I kind of thought he was just gonna ride off into the sunset there. But who else? Jim Harbaugh, obviously, is a big talk for Michigan. They just won the national championship. They, he's been questioned, and everybody's wondering if he's going to go to the NFL, if he's going to stay, if he's going to, what he's going to do. And he's just not answering anybody, which is great. All these, like, reporters and shit, well, they ask him, be like, oh, so what's the future for you here? And it'll just be, like, something stupid, like, like when they won the play-in game to get to the national championship, he was just like, they're like, oh, well, where's your future here? And he's like, my future is going to Houston to play in a national championship game. and then just walks off the stage, which is great. I love that. I think that's absolutely hysterical. It's good PR training too. So whoever whoever got him did a good job. But the shakeup in coaching everywhere is going to be an interesting one. I want to see who steps into Saban's role, and if whoever steps into Saban's role is doing Saban things, like are they? Yeah, that's single-handedly that's the biggest shoes to fill. Um, I saw a stat on Instagram this morning that Saban has more first round draft picks. I think it was like 47 or 48 than he does total losses in his career as a head coach. Think about that. That is absurd. Absolutely absurd. Like, I think he had 30, 34 or 44 total losses as a head coach, but had more first round draft picks out of Alabama than those losses. It's fucking crazy. It's crazy. But Bama's been a powerhouse for years. Years. People couldn't touch Alabama for the longest time. Most schools still can't touch Alabama. So I'm curious too to see what this is going to do. I know with Saban leaving, I know the number one, I think, wide receiver recruit in the nation decommitted from Alabama. So could be like things could be getting interesting as far as that goes. I wonder, I wonder where that kid's going to go, and hopefully it's Miami, because Miami has a pretty good recruit class coming in. But I think that's going to cause a ripple effect, and I think Alabama's going to lose a lot of recruits this year, because I think that the main reason most of these guys go there is for Saban. Like, Saban was you can't think of Alabama and not think Nick Saban. Like, he was the selling point, which is crazy, but is what it is. It is a fact, and it is, but I'm curious. I want to know. I want to see what's going to happen there. I want to see how that's going to play out. I think that the recruit situation is going to be tough, because like I mentioned just before, like, your main sell is not there anymore. But at the same time, maybe people will be like, all right, now it's time to, go and turn Alabama into something new regime. I think if a new head coach can go into Alabama and have pretty much the same success, if not more success than Saban did, which would be tough, but I think it would be interesting. I think they could do it. A lot of people, everybody wants to go to Alabama. Alabama's Alabama. They're no joke. So we'll see about that. Curious to see who takes the Patriot job, because that affects my life more than anything. don't even think they have talks of anybody who it could be yet. So we'll see what plays out there. Yeah, there's a lot of things going on in the football world, college, NFL. It's been an interesting few weeks, but it makes it fun. It makes it, trying to figure out what's what, figure out who's going to ruin my life for the next 10 years as the head coach of the Patriots, and see what they got to say. See what they do, really. But pretty sure Robert Saleh's not going anywhere for the Jets. I think Woody made that announcement that he was sticking with them. Which is good. I like Saleh. I do. I think he's been dealt a really shitty hand I think this is his third year now. So he's been dealt a really shitty hand for 3 years. Which kind of is what it is. It's kind of the Jet way. But I think next year, make some moves at O-line. I think the return of Aaron Rodgers will be huge. Hopefully our defense stays intact, because our defense is great. I think he could have a successful year. I think he could have a successful season. If Rodgers is in and stays healthy and everything like that, that's a different football team. So, I'm optimistic for that. I would like one good season of New York Jet football in my entire life. That's a lie. 2013 or 2015 was pretty good. No, 2010. What is it? I forget, whatever. The Sanchez year. But yeah, I think we make some moves at O-line. Bring in a couple vets. They got 2 years left, whatever it is. Let them play. Draft some young kids in the late round. Get some solid free agency signings and shit like that. Like our receiver core is pretty good. Our, running back situation, Breece Hall is, I think, leaps and bounds better than anybody ever thought he would be. So that's dope. And, I think we'll be good. I'm excited. Pretty excited for it. So, yeah, that's really all that's going on today. I'm obviously heading into work now, and I'm gonna get some shit done. And what I'm doing is I'm starting next week. I'm starting on Monday. I am up early, going to the gym, doing the whole thing before work. Like, I'm getting into it, because I'm starting to feel that my body is failing me, and I don't like that. I'm still strong as fuck, but like, I need constant 3 to 4 days a week. Like, it has to happen. So that's starting next week. I'm gonna really hammer home with that and make that happen. So I'm pretty pumped about that. But yeah, I just feel my body feels like it's failing me. I finally got new shoes, so hopefully my back stops hurting. Been wearing new shoes a bunch. Crazy thing is I go in, was it last week or the week? It was last week. you know. And I've been lifting here and there, not crazy following any routine, just kind of, you know, going to try and get my mojo back. But like, got onto the bench the other day, and I'm going, you know, get up, get 275 on, you know, 275 for 5 reps, no problem. Haven't trained in a very long time, so glad to know I'm like an actual freak of nature, so that's cool. But it's just funny. It's funny how that works. But yeah, getting back into it. I said that was one of the things I wanted to do for the new year. Um, Last couple weeks are crazy. Just have to really iron out a schedule. So that's what we're doing. So, all right. Other than that, that's really all I got. I'm gonna race to the finish line to get to the bathroom at work because things are getting a little bubbly right now. So that's always fun. And yeah, that's really all I got. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for listening. As always, drop a comment down below if there's anything you want me to talk about. Um, you know, subscribe to the channel. You know, help us out. I'm doing this every day, so I don't plan on missing anything. And I'm excited. So it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. And yeah, that's it. Drop a comment, like the video, subscribe to the channel. I love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow.